In the Factor follow-up segment tonight, President-elect Trump and the Iranian nuclear deal. During the campaign, Mr. Trump laced into the Obama administration over that nuclear agreement.
This is one of the worst deals ever made by any country in history. The deal with Iran will lead to nuclear problems. All they have to do is sit back 10 years.
With much of Obama's foreign policy legacy hanging on the deal's success, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that his administration is considering measures to strengthen the agreement before Donald Trump takes over. Joining us now from Washington for analysis, Fox News strategic analyst Colonel Ralph Peters. Colonel, your thoughts on President Obama? He's got 59 days left, and he's going to go after one of the things that probably Donald Trump was highly regarded for, to break up that Iran nuclear deal. Your thoughts?
Well, President Obama, and speaking without hyperbole, has been the most disastrous foreign policy president of my lifetime or yours, Eric. And now he's not thinking this through. He's so desperate, so fervently crazed to preserve this inept nuke deal with Iran that, again, he's not thinking it through. He's trying to box Trump in. And the problem is he's going to be able to do it. He's granting businesses license for U.S. corporations. He's allowing U.S. corporations to do deals that involve the Revolutionary Guards, with the fig leaf that the Revolutionary Guards cannot be majority control and majority stake. He's lifted sanctions. The Europeans are not going to stand back in.
That's a big one, Colonel. He's looking to further lift sanctions so that you can do more dealings with Iran, but even before we even know if they're going to abide by their end of the agreement.
Well, we know they're not abiding it, but here's the point. With Obama taking away the peaceful tools we have to influence Iran, sanctions, withholding licenses, trade in dollars, he is making it inevitable, this Mr. Nobel Peace Prize president is making it inevitable that we will wind up shooting at Iranians and with Iranians shooting at us. Military option is all Obama is leaving the next president, and with the Iranians running wild across the Middle East, destructive in every country, Syria, in Iraq, in Yemen, and elsewhere, in Lebanon, in Gaza, we have no options left but to pull triggers, and that's sad.
You can always reinstitute the sanctions and maybe stop that cash flow that we promised them that we were handing over. Possibly too late. Let's move on to this other one. Take a look. Earlier we saw President Obama meeting with Vladimir Putin, Russian President Putin, and it was a bit of an icy exchange. The two of them kind of staring down each other a little bit. Your thoughts on whether or not a Donald Trump presidency will soften that or I guess melt some of the ice between the two countries?
My greatest worry about the president-elect is that he either doesn't understand Putin in Russia, and somehow he just doesn't get it. Vladimir Putin is our implacable enemy, not because we choose it, but because it's ingrained in him. It goes right to his little black heart. He hates the United States. He wants to hurt us. And he's humiliated two U.S. presidents in a row, George W. Bush and Barack Obama. And he is good. And the Westerners always underestimate Putin. He did influence our election through WikiLeaks, and I will tell you that that's the one area in foreign policy where I see Mr. Trump as very, very vulnerable. He needs to get smart on Russia.
Well, what do you think Russia's plan is, Colonel Peters? What is their ulterior motive in all this?
Well, Putin is very straightforward. In the short term, he wants sanctions relief because the Russian economy is hurting. He wants Trump to recognize Crimea as a legitimate part of Russia. Above all, he wants to break NATO.
Is that what he's looking at? Is exactly that, break NATO, so Russia can go ahead and further their taking of Ukraine?
Yeah, well, he wants the eastern two-thirds of Ukraine. Now, the western parts is a complex story on that one. But he's trying to reestablish not the Soviet Empire. He knows he can't do that. He's trying to reestablish the Empire of the Tsars circa 1900. Problem is that includes eastern Poland, Belarus, Central Asia, etc. And so, look, his goals are simple. He wants to stick it to us. He wants to break up NATO. He's passionate about it.
It's insane, though, Colonel. It's in Russia's best interest if we do well. If our economy is strong, we use a lot of oil. Russia, that's their #1 export is oil. They would want a stronger U.S. economy.
See, you've got to understand the Russians. One of these Russian apparatchiki, one of these Russian Siloviki, they would cut off their arm if they knew, it would mean we had to cut off our finger.
All right, we're going to leave it right there, Colonel Peters.
They
Thank you
hate
very
us.
much.